towards Odegaard. Ravel, ambitious, but brilliant! I don't believe it! I swear I do not believe it! And they are back on terms!
Hello and welcome to the Rotherham United podcast. Today we're going to do a transfer window special. The transfer window is now open, which is a very exciting time of the year for football fans in general. So we're going to go through what we think we need, see if there's any sort of people we can identify as potential replacements. Mick talks a lot about not spending Tony Stewart's money. Today we're going to spend his money, in theory.
Well, you might be, I'm not.
We will. What's the point in doing it if you're not going to, you know? Moving on to midfielders. Warne says he wants a leader in midfield, Ben. I've seen this guy mentioned a lot. Tom Adeyemi is still on a free transfer.
Wow.
But he has not played a game since 2017.
He hasn't played a game since 2017?
Injuries.
Wow.
If he's fit and available...
If he's fit and available, obviously, I did know he'd been sitting on bench. Is he Ipswich?
He's nowhere. He's free agent.
Free agent.
They released him.
It were quality when he were at us. Is he a leader? Would you class him as a leader? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, possibly.
I don't know. I think if he's available and if he fits criteria, yeah. But in my opinion, I don't think he fits that leader. When you say leader, I feel like Wood, Volks.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That type of player.
I think if Adeyemi had fitted the bill, he would have already been snapped up as a free agent.
Well, we did this with Grant Moore as well, didn't we?
Yeah. We had a look at him and he weren't right. Something that we talked about on the Cardiff preview podcast. Volks is not getting many games down at Cardiff.
Well, he's in and out of squad.
Yeah, he's in and out. Maybe Neil Harris don't quite understand what he brings to the team. Might be available on loan, Volks, so you never know.
I hope so, but I'd be surprised.
I would be surprised and all. I am just throwing that out there as a bit of a dream, but you never know, do you?
No, that'd be very nice. I'll throw out a couple of other youngsters from the lower leagues as well. I got on Total Football Analysis, and they do stats and things like that.
Yeah.
The best young defensive midfielder from League One is a kid called Ryan Wintle from Crewe. It's only Crewe. They're not going to ask for £4 million, are they?
No.
They're a bit like us in terms of that. So, but is a defensive type midfielder what we need, Ben?
Well, you say that. I think we've got Barlasser, but is he the defensive? But he's obviously come back from injury.
Yeah.
January is it?
Due soon, yeah.
So that's two. Barlasser don't really play that role for you. Barlasser don't really play that role for you. You ain't really got anyone. I think it's a good idea. But we have got a lot of centre midfielders at the club.
Yeah.
We're still a personality short, is what I think.
True, but I think this is off topic. I think wide out is where we need to improve. But if we talk about centre midfielders, I think it wouldn't harm anything to bring one in. Yeah. But I wouldn't spend $2 million on one. Do you know what I mean? If that's going to be a big transfer, I wouldn't spend it in that area. If you know what I mean.
Would you be more inclined for an attacking threat midfielder, Ben? Mick, sorry. I can give you George Grant from Lincoln, who's got 7 goals and 3 assists.
Right.
Out of contract in the summer. Lincoln top of the league. You know they're in a hell of a form, and he's been a massive part of that form. If we're going to bring in midfielder, for me, it's that type of leading from the front type of thing, not necessarily a shouter and a baller.
Defending from the front.
Because we've already got Wood.
Yeah.
But if somebody can start getting seven goals in half a season for Lincoln, step up's not that big, as we've seen with people in our team coming up. They can step up.
The step up between the top of League One and the Championship down from about 4th downwards is not very big at all. You're right. You're absolutely right. Do we really need anybody else in midfield?
What is it we do?
Well, is that a rallying call to Crooksy to say, now then, come on, mate, this is your time to shine?
Possibly.
Well, not a minute.
Crooks is again not really a leader type.
Oh,
he just sort of ambles around the pitch and does very well.
Yeah. Or Jamie Lindsay then.
I've put him in notes. Has Lindsay done? Lindsay's clearly been brought in to fill the Volks role. He hasn't quite done it yet. He's done it in fits. The Wednesday game, he was outstanding. A couple of the games, he has been outstanding. But he is not doing it week in, week out like Volks did.
The thing is with this, I've never understood this comparison because I feel like Volks is so different to Lindsay. I feel like Volks is holding. Volks is that holding midfielder. It's going to do the defensive, take a shot off now and again. Lindsay, I feel like that energetic run about, get forward, get back. That there's no one really like Kante, but not. Do you know what I mean? That type of area. And Volks is just like more sit back, more like a. I don't know.
Yeah, what you said, Volks is more a traditional holding midfielder. Definitely.
I thought he were at his best Volks when he was box to box. When we allowed him to get forward and make them late runners into the box, score, particularly in League One as it was. Yeah. But I thought Volks could do that defensive job fantastic. I mean, Newcastle came when he followed Shelvey around for 90 minutes. Yeah. They were fantastic. But he could give you something else going forward. And that's what Lindsay doesn't give. Volks could get you 7 or 8 goals a season, potentially 10. Yeah. Lindsay's got 2, 3 in his entire Rotherham career so far.
Yeah. They were all 3 in one game as well, weren't they?
One against Rochdale last season. Yeah. That's where he lets you down, and that's where midfield's letting us down at the minute.
Yeah, it is.
Lack of goals.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Ringo, looking towards Agard. Ravel, ambitious.